Well, we shall see as we're about to find out as we're starting at the ship. Is anyone going to try for a vanilla morph ball, or are they just going to be off to a link to the past right away?
Wesker typically, I know, goes straight to Link to the Past. I don't know about Caracarn. I know he's a very good runner. I've not seen him do a run yet. This is the first time I had the pleasure of watching him. Yeah, Wesker, yep, both of them going straight in.
Right. Two very good runners. Caracarn I'm familiar with from the Zelda 1 rando community, and I know he runs a lot of different games as well, so he certainly has a lot of experience. And we see a magical boomerang on the island. That's just knowledge, and we got a divergence right away. Holy smokes, hcfwesker with the edge on that one.
Yeah, I saw the bow at Link's house. I didn't pick up what was at Sanctuary. Oh, just the map. Okay. But the bow is huge.
Absolutely required progression for the game, as well as offense.
Yep, it's really nice to have a weapon coming out. A lot of these seeds, they don't give you a sword or a hammer or anything. It's kind of tedious going through some of this using bombs. And Caracarn getting bombs from his tree pull, he'll be happy to see that.
Always happy to see that, because that makes North-South Kakariko free to do without having to buy bombs right away.
And
Now,
Wesker getting some arrows from the bug, so he's got ammo for his bow.
And we get a map check from Caracarn that tells us green pendant eastern, regular pendant at desert, and a red crystal at Hera.
Just some rupees at the aga tree, it looks like.
Yep, the 1 rupee stash. So that location is not required.
Oh, and blue mail at the mushroom spot.
Well, if you're not going to get offense right away, getting defense early is always nice.
And Caracarn picks up 3 more bombs. I know Wesker's going to be happy to see those 3 bombs because he didn't get any from the tree pull.
Yep, that he will. It will save him a bit of trouble, but the tree pull gives Caracarn more arrows.
Now, we'll be interested to see how long it takes Caracarn to. I imagine not too long. He'll probably check Kakariko, and after he sweeps down, he'll do a reset to Link's house.
Yeah, it's not going to take him very long. And now I know hints are in the logic that's used currently for this game, that's in the current Link to the Past rando logic, but when that gets integrated, you'd see the hint, bows in your house, numpty. Yeah, the game doesn't pull punches. At least the hints don't. So
Sorry,
far,
I had to mute for a second. I got a little choked there. My apologies.
no worries, but Blind's Hideout having 3 missile packs, along with a piece of heart and, well, nothing really important. I think it was like a big 20 or something.
Yeah, basically trash. Although Wesker's going to be happy to see those rupees because he's going to wind up at this point having to buy some bombs.
And if he's going to be able to do that and check Bottle Vendor, we're going to need some big amounts of rupees at the well as Caracarn get their first super missile pack. Ice Beam! Ice baby!
It's really interesting because it's not only useful in Turian. Without high jump or space jump or anything like that, it gives the players the ability to go up Red Tower from Business Center. So that's a little bit more mobility for them.
Now, neither runner has enough money for bottle vendors, so chicken huts are next stop.
Another missile pack.
Well, so far it looks like it's the kill the Metroid type of starter pack here.
And another big 20 at the tavern. Not really what you call a fantastic start in Kakariko Village.
Eh, far from it. And the 100 rupee bottle vendor is giving out heart containers. Not bad.
No, this early in the game, I'm sure he's not upset to see that. It beats another missile pack for his 100 rupees.
Wesker's gonna have to come back for that because he's buying bombs. But still, as a runner, that plays into your mind after you leave Kakariko. What did I leave behind? Was it something important?
Yep. And some more rupees at the race game. Looks like Caracarn is interested.
It would have to be a big amount to be interesting, because if it was like 50, nah. I'm thinking it's got to be a 300. It's like Wesker's doing a rupee grand.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get his 100 so he can go ahead and check bottle vendor. I don't blame him. It's not much of a time sink, and that way he doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
Okay, I see why he grabbed the 50, to ensure he's got enough bombs. Okay, that makes sense. If it was a big 20, then yeah, probably not.
All right, picking up his bow. So he's good to go now. Looks like he's heading for... Is he going to buy some bombs? Yeah.
Yep, gonna visit the Lake Hylia shop for him. Wesker just shoots an arrow through the bottle vendor's back. Ouch, unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, Wesker's not really concerned about hearts. He's one of those, he'll play on pretty low health. It doesn't bother him.
And blue mail does make playing on low health a lot more manageable than green mail. I remember Zelda 3 Rando Seed, I think it was more than a year ago, where it was 4 heart, green mail, Aga 1 climb. That gave me the worst amount of trouble. Wasn't fun, but I learned from it.
Wesker not interested in the 50, and Caracarn picking up another heart container in the dam.
Once the floodgates are open, we'll see what's underwater. Library only had a blue rupee. Nothing important. Move right along.
Yeah, I don't think either one of our runners will be visiting there again this game.
Highly unlikely.
And another missile pack. Caracarn says, no thanks. I'm good.
Might not hurt to pick that up early, but as you get towards mid-late game for Super Metroid, missiles become hardly ever used. What gets used more is super missiles and then the full charge beam.
Well, the truth is, I mean, there's so many missile packs throughout this game. As long as you have a couple starting out, you're fine. You can't really do too much progression until you have supers and power bombs. Oh, and the flippers.
And our first bottle, it is a red potion. That'll help for health restoration purposes, but more importantly are those flippers, because that's the larger progression here.
Also putting Zora in logic, and neither one of our runners are really rolling in rupees. So they're going to be hoping to hit one of those 300s here pretty soon.
That we're hoping for. So yeah, that's basically what it's going to take. It's going to take a 300 in 2 of the next 4 checks in order for that to happen. Well, it would technically, yeah, 4. Thought I did the math wrong. Not so fast.
Or they're going to need to find the power glove so they can do a hula hand from the sanctuary entrance to escape side room in the sewer escape. So, ooh,
ouch! They can still do a hula hand without a power glove, because I've seen runners do that same hula hand at the start of open mode seats before without the power glove, so it can be done.
Really?
Yeah, it's just it's a setup that I haven't tried myself, so I don't have a full grasp of it. But it's like 3 jumps into the water or something like that, and that's how they set it up.
Oh yeah, but the problem is if you have the flippers, that you jump in the water and you stay there. Once you get the flippers, you can't use that setup. You have to use the power glove setup. That's why I was saying flippers will
Fair.
cancel that setup.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Hobo with a piece of heart.
Look like Wesker is heading to probably Hobo.
Now
Caracarn, I would. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's all right. It's early enough at this point where a waterfall fairy check could still be very valuable, and you can head up to see what particular item is on the Zora Fairy ledge. If it's great, you get it now. If it's not so great, you just leave it behind.
Lamp.
And that piece of heart also gave Caracarn another heart container.
Lamp is pretty big. Now the whole front of Eastern Palace is in logic. And a sword. Yeah.
Yep. We're getting
that. Yeah, he's going to go get that.
Yeah, that's certainly something that you want. The lamp pickup does put all of Eastern Palace in logic, as not to mention completable. With it being green pendant, that's a 4th item. I could see both runners taking that on.
That's right. I forgot they got the bow so early, so that does make that completable. You're right. I slipped that. Also, as chat pointing out, we have a lamp and a sword. Now we just need one more sword upgrade or the cape, and AGA 1 becomes a possibility.
That it does, but here's another one. Hyrule Castle's dark rooms, namely the sewers escape, is now in logic. If they get a key, then they can do all of escape.
Well, we already know that the map was in Sanctuary. So by doing Zelda's dungeon, they would either get the key or they would know that the key is in the dark sewer, but that would also give them access to the escape side by going the normal intended route.
Now here's an interesting play by Caracarn that you don't see every day. He is skipping over Sahasrala's hut for now to go into Eastern. My guess is he's going to clear it out and then deal with that while turning the green pendant in at the same time.
And that's a really smart route and move by Caracarn. It's subtle, but it saves him that second trip. And big key first chest. And it looks like Wesker's doing the same thing. But he's going to Sahasrara first.
Now let's see how this pans out.
And he does get the Moon Pearl.
Also picking up a reserve tank and a piece of heart. Now the Moon Pearl's the progression out of that, but the reserve tank is certainly going to be helpful on the Super Metroid side of things, because at full health, you still get energy pickups to fill the reserve tank, and should you run out of energy, you got a backup.
Absolutely.
Looks like Caracarn got the Stalfos room set up and, well, made a bit of a mistake turned away from the bones before stepping on them, so they didn't spawn in the way it does with the strat as intended. So yeah.
And he picks up a pack of super missiles in the chest after that. Yeah, that strat can be a little finicky. It's easier to mess up than people think.
Oh, it really is. Especially around the time I tried to learn that particular strat. Yeah, that one surprised me with how tight the timing is for that and how precise it is.
And I had missed what was in. Okay, compass was in the hookshot chest. So they've got 2 items down so far.
Yep, we got Caracarn closing in on the big key chest. I mean, the big key was in the cannonball chest, but its vanilla location's definitely going to hold something different. Hey, map.
All right, so Armos Knights has the final item. And then, of course, there is the green pendant.
When Caracarn turns that in, he'll also be able to pick up his moon permit.
Wesker picking up his +5 arrows from the big chest.
Now, that's something that is not in the current version of the Link to the Past randomizer. Version 30 made it so that you actually had to buy those capacity upgrades.
Really?
And in their place, and in their place, bombs and arrows that fill up your ammo, essentially.
Oh, and Caracarn picking up a full magic decanter.
Not bad. That'll cut back on refill time a bit. Sometimes it's the minor things that can really make a difference.
Yeah, those Igors being a little finicky with where they want the arrows, but Caracarn coming in, it looks like he's setting up for the quick Armos Knights kill. Oh, takes a little bit of a hit there.
And it got away from him, but he got the kill. And it is a missile pack there, so that's got to leave only Agena Cave and logic on the Super Metroid side, along with the castle. Thinking the castle might be the next play for this side.
That's where I'd head. Well, depending on what the green pendant item is. Would point out that unless I've missed something, even if it were Morph Ball, I've not seen bombs or power bombs yet. And it's just a missile pack. Huh. So it looks like the castle would be the play at this point.
Yep, I would be led to believe that. And I'm thinking the castle is either going to have something to progress outside of it, or a means of climbing Castle Tower.
I'm going to venture a guess, and they're going to be able to go all the way through the Sanctuary side, and they're going to find Power Glove or Morph Ball or something in there.
Looks like neither runner checked the secret passageway, so we're about to see that. What's Uncle got? Money.
And get ready to watch Wesker shoot probably a couple of arrows at Sahasrara. An E-tank in the chest, that is welcome.
Not only is it welcome, the first few are technically required to finish Super Metroid because to beat Mother Brain, you need 3 energy tanks.
That's correct.
That's another interesting point by chat. We could have ourselves an agriculture seat on our hands if King Zora has our progression.
Oh, that's just evil. Because there hasn't been very much in the way of rupees. You know, they pretty much would be forced to farm at this point. Because both of them are far, far off from the 500 that they need.
They're both at equal rupee counts at 149.
And there's the key in the first chest in Zelda's dungeon, which means that Caracarn can go all the way through.
And to that end, Caracarn might look to set up a death warp as he gets closer to the ball and chain guard in Zelda's cell.
And another pack of supers there.
Yeah, at this point, the only real grinding spot would be Blind's hideout, but the problem with that is that it's 30 rupees per trip. That would be greater. That'd be around 15 trips at this point, and that would be really tedious.
Yeah, that's pretty time consuming. I think I'd probably roll the dice and check a Gina before I would go through all of that.
Same here. Well, that saves on that because that's a rupee hoarding Zelda's cell.
449, yeah, now they're well within farming range. And Caracarn does set up the death warp, like you said. Good play there.
Absolutely. When mirror's not in play, then death warping tends to become a popular strategy, especially in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, I hate doing pod with no mirror, no boots. Caracarn making his way through the dark escape. I believe he's made it to the dark cross here, and it is just a missile pack. So he's going to be looking for something at Escape Side Tunnel.
Yeah, Back of Escape's going to have 3 items, and that's going to be our big point to tell us what's going to happen next. As Wesker also does the death warp.
Well played by both of them. Caracarn's got his key.
And he's within 50 rupees for Zora money, so 150 pack will do it.
Missile pack. Morph ball bombs and the the cape.
Farm it up for Zora or cut your time loss and just go up Castle Towers, the question now.
That cape is a wicked find.
Certainly is, no doubt about it.
Looks like Caracarn, though, he is going to go ahead and check his bottle. Check Sick Kid. See what he gets out of that. Not a bad idea.
I agree with this play, because you're facing the prospect of possibly doing an Aga 1 climb for Dark World access. I can't blame him for checking all his loose ends, or at least 1 or 2 of them first.
And Varia.
Oh, well, we know that was required. As Wesker gets the cape and the morph ball bombs, will he make the same play as Caracarn? Well, Caracarn's already going to Castle Tower.
Wesker thought about it. It looks like he's going to check the Sick Kid, too. He's going to find his... Oh, was he second guessing himself?
Now, here's an interesting little detail. Wesker did not pick up the 50 rupees from the race game. If he were to go back for that, he'd be 1 rupee away.
You're right, and he's also already headed to Kakariko to check that bottle. He may just go ahead and go down there where he knows the 50 rupees are at. Caracarn, meanwhile, he's doing it. He's going Aga 1. Which is so aggravating with Fighter Sword. Bow will help though.
Yeah, it will. Problem is, only 7 arrows is going to.
Yeah.
He's going to have to pick his spots wisely. Wesker's doing a reset though.
He is going to check the first couple in Super Metroid. I don't blame him. It's a quick check. If there's nothing down there, it's a reset. He can get right back into Zelda. It's not a bad play. Very seldom is there some, because the only thing in logic at this point is the morph ball item. You can get the ceiling item with the damage boost, but that is not in logic.
Yep, that damage boost is fairly easy to pull off too. I mean, it only took me a handful of minutes to get the setup right for it, so as far as I'm concerned, anybody can learn that one.
Yeah, so, I mean, if Wesker could find anything here, another sword would be helpful. He could find screw attack, he could find speed booster, he could find the glove. Any of that would allow him to not go the Aga route at this time.
True that, but also worth noting is that the Ice Beam does put the ceiling item in logic. I did not see what was at Morph Ball.
I think it was like a +5 bomb pack. The ice, oh, it does, doesn't it? Okay. And it's just a missile pack. So you're going to see a reset here. So he could either go Agena, Zora, or he could go Aga 1.
Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking, barring there being something at Zora or at Agena, which would be very trolly, Aga 1 seems to be the play.
Well, with flippers, you know, let's see, with the flippers, he gets the pyramid check. He gets at least a dip in pod.
So, that's about like 6 items potentially total out of that. Now the one question we're going to face is how many blue balls?
You know, but you never know how these seeds could send you. Morph ball could be on pyramid, you know.
Or heck, it could be Moldorm 2 chests for all we know, however unlikely that may be. Wouldn't surprise me if that were to happen.
I didn't expect to see Wesker go to Zora. He's one of those that typically likes to try his best to route in Zora with the catfish to make that catfish not sting so much. And right now, just going to Zora after having already gone out there would sting pretty bad too.
Caracarn barely beating Aga 1 with only with a full heart to spare.
Our tracker getting in touch with his dark side, wishing Morph would be on Ped.
That would be evil. Well, there's our power bombs.
All right.
Now, the only problem with Pod at this time is that no hammer means no completion. Unless the game decided to pull a troll on us and make it put the hammer in Pod, which, let's face it, would be very trolly, but it's Randomizer.
Very possible. It's trolly, but it's possible. We got a map check.
Now, seeing that pen at a swamp makes the prospect of even going to trying to go for Zora Catfish back to back maybe not happening, because we may never step foot inside the swamp. We may not see the mirror.
Kiki, the greedy monkey, getting his cut.
Yep, and here we go for Pod. You're gonna find a lot of keys early and often, but you're also gonna find a lot of items later on.
And there's that first key. Caracarn decided to go ahead and use that key.
I like this strategy a lot because this tends to route with going over towards the bow lock side pretty smoothly. Now this is interesting. Instead of checking the bow locked area after routing in Vanilla Big Key, he's going straight for the back.
No hammering up. He doesn't have the big key yet.
But you could get around that locked door by doing so.
Hook shot!
There's the goods right there. Now, if only we had a way to get up Death Mountain.
Yep, they're going to need to find the power glove or the morph ball or the flute. And plasma.
Ooh. I like that. That is 1/3 of our microwave beam setup right there.
And hook shot now opens up, no.
Yes, west side.
West side. Yeah, you have to take the portal in the water. And there's big key.
Unfortunately, Harmless Hellway being anything but harmless for Caracarn. He's setting up Hammer Yump. Now what makes this tough is that your bomb positioning along with Link's position has to be on this specific pixel, so it's double pixel perfect. Caracarn does hit it first strike, but it's just a compass.
Still, I saw a video somebody did where they paused and unpaused. I don't know how many times, 30 or 40 times. And there's the flute. So that's Death Mountain access.
Yep.
Pod really paying off.
Yep. House of Darkness having the goods, and Caracarn is going to take a Death Kadongo room. We don't know that for sure, unfortunately, because Caracarn, who didn't check the Bollock side earlier, is going to check that now.
Which I don't think he checked the Vanilla Big Key or the basement, did he?
Nope, he went straight for the back.
Now he's going to need to find at least one key here.
Yep. Also going to need some errors for these mimics. Although they're called mimics, but they're designed like gorillas from Zelda 1.
And there's his key.
Maybe another here.
Charge beam. Wow.
Ooh, this Palace of Darkness was loaded. And that is loaded with a capital L, and we still have items outstanding.
I thought Caracarn was setting up a death warp. It looked like he was trying to decide whether to continue or not. And he is peacing out.
He's out. I cannot blame him because he found so many good items. The only thing I question about this is that you still had at least 2 items outstanding that you could access. Unless I miscounted items. Well, maybe 1 because of how the key logic works for Palace of Darkness, but it still seemed like there was 1 more thing there. I'd be curious to know if that's going to come back to haunt him, or if he made the right call as Wesker gets his hook shot.
Now he's about to find out here that he can't go. Can he swim through that?
Yes, he can.
Yeah,
The
he
way you
can.
go about this without a glove is exactly how
Okay, gotcha.
Caracarn's
All right.
doing it. The alternative method would be having a hammer to slice the bush or lift the bush and hammer the peg.
Wesker taking a minute to farm some of those, pick up some of those rupees that are just laid on the ground there for him. Wesker picking up his flute, and Caracarn is over on the west side now. And he's got a bunch of stuff he can check. Trying to get away from those murder dactyls. Those are some evil little dino birds there. And they hurt. Now, Wesker, it looks like, electing to go ahead and clear out Pod. I missed what was at Sea House. And a full heart piece at a full heart container at Abominable Hut. It looks like we lost Leslie. I hope everything's all right with him. I got one, buddy. And chess game is going to be another E-Tank. That'll be handy for Super Metroid. I believe that brings him up to 3. Caracarn heading into Thieves Town. Thank you, Trucker Buzz. Now this is interesting. Wesker opting to. Looks like he's going to go ahead and activate his flute and use his hook shot on Death Mountain at a guess. Hey, hey.
Yo, we are back. We apologize for the technical difficulties as we are getting right back at it in time for Caracarn to be fighting Kraid.
Wesker finding the double E tanks at Billy May's room. He's almost to that magic number 7. Caracarn, let's see, what's he gonna do? He's going for the charge strat. Okay.
Well,
Not bad.
he's mixing missiles and charge, which I do like in this scenario. Because I think, well, I've never seen this beam combo used against Kraid Fantoon myself. I can imagine that the charge, along with the missiles, is better than just the charge.
Well, yeah, because if he hits him with that charge shot on the first couple of rounds, Fantoon's going to go ahead and disappear because he'll do too much damage. So he does the 2 and 2 missile shots. It looks like now he's going for the kill. Yeah, that's
Zunite, and yep, he just finished him off.
All right. Nice job on Fantoon. Wesker going meme route, meaning he'll go the back way into Big Pink. He'll check the pipe first, then work his way around, check the back of Gauntlet. Being as how they have morph ball bombs, the game considers them able to fly. So Gauntlet and Criteria power bombs are now in logic.
It would be nice to have that speed booster, which we found out was on Desert Ledge. We need the mirror or the book to be able to get to that. Oh, silver arrows! And the red Samaria! Big Pink is loaded!
Especially because how they already have the bow. A couple of boss fights just got really easy.
And one just got skipped with Spore Spawn skip on Wesker's side.
I didn't catch what Caracarn got at Super Missiles right there. Oh, the power glove.
It was just 10 arrows of Super Missiles right. Meanwhile, Super Missile left, being the goods right there. That's our first lift upgrade.
I think we're going to see things really start moving now.
Yep, business is definitely about to pick up here.
Which I have to give the edge to Caracarn right now. He's got a pretty decent little lead on Wesker, who still has not fought blind and got his gravity suit.
And when he does that, things are really going to open up for him.
Wesker trying that shot for a wave gate. It's a little trickier without high jump.
He got it. The only way you can tell if you got it or not is that audio cue, and that's just 3 bombs at the wrecked ship energy tank.
And 3 bombs at wave gate. Both runners saying, nah, I'm good. I thought we mentioned power gloves in Super Metroid. Another pack of power bombs. Wesker will be glad to see those. And it looks like Caracarn is going to take Forgotten Highway to Meridia. That's something you don't see a lot.
No, it's not. The only real speedrun category that this route gets taken is 100% map, hence its name.
Yeah, the only way this is actually faster is if you're suitless.
Suitless makes this faster.
No, if you don't have gravity, it is actually faster to go around this way. That is the only instance where Forgotten Highway is the faster option. I know that sounds weird, but trust me, it works out that way.
Oh, there he goes. Caracarn was having a bit of trouble finding where to bomb, but he got it. Then again, this is Forgotten Highway after all. Even those who played the game for years can still forget the right path.
All right, Wesker just finding another heart container.
And the tune those Hedacoons sing is actually the item pickup for this game, and in this randomizer, the only time you will hear it.
And just another 50 rupees. So Wesker not really happy with what he found there. Nothing really major. He's going to head on up to Brinstar Reserve.
Yep, going for a mock ball here. This is how you get early supers in the NMG game. Power bomb beneath.
Again, interestingly enough, with the mock ball, this isn't in logic because the game intends you to get it with Speed Booster. But he finds the Bombos medallion, which is really handy.
Always helpful to have that. Considering that we have to do Ice Palace, if we have to go in there for, say, the Fire Rod, then we're covered.
All right,
Caracarn heads down the toilet.
Yep, taking the Meridia tube down.
Still curious as to why Caracarn opted to go this way instead of clearing out the attic.
That is interesting. It's just a gamble play. Some runners do decide to skip attic. Just a dice roll. I doubt he completely forgot attic. There's too many items up there. But I'm thinking he assumed that the power glove was the item. And Wesker going to check back a gauntlet. I like this play. This lets you know if you need to go all the way through or not. Oh, wow.
Yes.
And grapple beam and the Pegasus boots, he will be going through there. And there's wave beam.
That's full power beam right there. So yeah, Gauntlet appears to be the play for Wesker. That's really going to help him in both games.
Yes, because, and I hesitate to even mention this, should there be something at Shack Tool, Caracarn will have to come back to Meridia unless he knows how to do the ice clip. There's Blue Cane, but he can't get it right now because he doesn't have Speed Booster.
I barely even saw it because it was submerged.
Wesker saving. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna check criteria power bombs first. But yeah, full power beams. Now the grapple beam also does put X-ray and logic.
Wesker lost the bomb jump, going to set it up again.
And just a rupee. I guess that's 20 rupees.
Yep, big 20 there. What about the hidden item? Just 10 arrows. So far, this Meridia gamble is not paying off for Caracarn.
No, but there's still a lot of items to check in Meridia. Meridia being my least favorite part of this, of whether you're playing Super Metroid or this combo rando, it's my least favorite part. It's a lot of out of the way places there. It's big, it's aggravating to get around. It's really just a big wet bag of suck, if you ask me. But some people like the music, so there's that.
You know, the music's probably the only good part about it. And then the only other good part about it is exactly what Caracarn is doing. Leaving.
Yeah, he pulled the first 4 check. And now I'm guessing he's going to head, well, he has a couple of choices. He could start doing some Norfair checks, but it looks like he's going back into Zelda to put that power glove to use.
Not a bad idea. As you see the news at Desert Ledge.
He's seen Speed Booster.
Refluting.
Now, although if you think about it, not a lot has opened up for him. He can finish Pod, which I guess he's going to do that. But really, he's already checked Escape Side Tunnel. He's already been on Death Mountain and Tahara. So not a lot of new territory that he can cover in Zelda.
Unless he's going from this to Catfish.
True, but I mean that's one single out of the way check versus all of Upper Norfair and the rest of Meridia and Super Metroid. I don't know, it may be the right play. I just don't know that that's what I'd do.
Fair point, but Wesker just got the Grapple Beam and the Pegasus boots, 2 very good items. He just opened up another check over on Super Metroid, but the Grapple Beam, rather Link to the Past, Grapple Beam was going to do more for him in Super Metroid, though.
Oh, absolutely. But it looks like, and what I would expect Wesker to do here is he's heading back into Zelda. I'm looking for him to start his Dark World checks.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to go after Blind here.
Although Wesker does not have the Power Glove. He's going to check Bonk Rocks. Okay, checking Bonk Rocks first.
Makes sense. So for Super Metroid, that Eleanor arm pumping thing, that does allow the runners to move faster, because each successful arm pump saves 1 frame. Now, you might not think that that's a lot, but over the course of the run, that saves about 7 seconds. Last time I heard that figure mentioned.
Yeah, it can wind up to a few seconds. When you're full clear in Super Metroid, it can add up to a little bit more than that. So what we'll see Wesker do now is probably go into Norfair a little bit. I know he's checking the high jump location. Probably see him do Kraid and Spazer location. He does not care about shields. He can check Crocomire. He's going to have to go way around, and there's going to be a lot of bomb jumping involved, but he can do it. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go up and do Kraid and Spazer first.
Probably the more sensible play in this situation. Get the required boss out of the way, check the spacer beam location, which I don't think is anything of importance.
Which he may use that ice beam to go on up to X-ray and go ahead and check that, because he does have the grapple beam. That would not be a bad play right now.
It wouldn't be the most effective way to check that location, but with the fact that it's in logic, makes it a good play for sure. Caracarn taking down Elmasaur King.
Nope, he's heading back to Craig.
He might be thinking of that play later for being routed in with something else.
Yeah, and what I'm saying with ice beam, he can climb up Red Tower. He has the grapple to check X-ray. It's just the ice beam gives him a way up Red Tower without having to bomb jump. Oh, and he tried the three super approach. Missed the ledge. Nice try, brother.
Hey, that was a good one. He did the 3 super approach very well. It's just that they jumped to the ledge so close yet so far.
That's a tough trick to get.
Thinks about energy tank, says no, I'm good.
Yeah, he's been up Red Tower, but at that time he did not have grapple. He was not able to check X-ray. All he has to do is go up about halfway to get to X-ray. It's not much of a travel from where he was at Spacer, but it looks like he's just dedicated to going this route. Now, where is Caracarn headed?
There is a door into Super Metroid east of his current position.
That's right, he's going the back way into Meridia. Yes.
Just missed the quick kill.
And Wesker got a prom date.
Down goes Crane. Spring Ball makes getting over that enemy so much easier.
Actually, yeah, and if you just jump straight up and hold jump and press down as that, I forget the name of the enemy, rolls towards you, you'll actually KO right through him.
Well, I also forgot that enemy's name too, so.
You never see that thing in Super Metroid except for 100% map. There's no other category that you see that. Wesker's going to pick up his Quake, so that gives him all 3 medallions. Now it doesn't matter what's required for what. He's covered.
Now, Coliseum is going to be tricky because you have to wall jump with Caracarn's setup. There's no other way. Can be done, but it's time consuming.
Yeah, the trickiest one is coming up, this little pipe section. You have to do, and he gets it first try, you have to jump at a specific height to make it around that little elbow bend. And Kraid Missiles is another bottle. Caracarn deciding he's going to take that. And Wesker coming up into Upper Norfair. Okay, he's doing the bomb jump.
In the Cathedral. No grapple beam, no X-ray, no speed booster. We're facing off against Dragon the intended way with plasma.
Actually, you're not supposed to get plasma until after Dragon.
Yeah, so that's the only little bit of extra. Now, should Caracarn get grabbed by that goo, you can just mash buttons repeatedly to just break out of it. That's exactly what he's trying to do right now, I think. Yep.
Now he's going to use those charge shots.
Certainly a good weapon to use against Dragon, no doubt about that, even though not intended by the game devs, it still works as though it were.
X-ray would come in real handy for him right now.
Yep, microwaved shrimp.
A really irritating thing about Dragon is once the goo catches you, your shots don't register anymore.
Yeah, he was one shot away as Wesker picks up magic powder at the Missiles of Shame. And Speed Booster Spring Ball.
Yeah, that powder is a really handy convenience item, and it also opens up Mad Batter for a check.
Also very convenient when you're low on health and you need to turn an anti-fairy into a healing item.
Oh, I love that powder, man. Caracarn doing a nice gravity jump to get out of Dragon's lair.
That's timing of gravity jumps not easy to pull off, but it's certainly a lot easier than trying to bomb jump.
Oh yeah, and faster too. Now I don't know if he knows, he really needs to either gravity jump or bomb jump out of here, because that's a hard little jump to get what he's trying to do. Wesker looks like took a fall there.
Almost had it.
All right, some more supers. He will take those. And he'll take those 300 rupees. So, I don't know if he's checked the common area item yet. Which just leaves Norfair Reserve, and then all of the Bubble Mountain area will be cleared. We'll see if he goes down to Croc. Having the grapple gives him an easy check on the Croc item. He won't have to swim in the acid to get it. Also gives him an easy Wesker, you have grapple, but you're going to do the damage boost anyway. Nope, you have grapple.
He's still trying to make it interesting.
Unnecessary swag, brother.
Yep. Sometimes the swag just, when you miss it, you gotta question it.
He's bomb jumping. You also have ice, buddy. All right, Caracarn, meanwhile, it looks like he's going after that heart container. Taking this way down, he doesn't have speed booster. He doesn't want to do that ice clip. He could get by, well, no, actually, without wave, he can't get by Botchwoon right now, even if he wanted to. The only way you can fight Botchwoon from the other side of that post is if you have a wave beam. All right, and what's Norfair Reserve going to be here? A missile pack and a heart piece. Wesker is not happy with that.
Not having any of that. Caracarn is having himself a safety save, though.
That's actually a good idea, because if he goes up to Meridia Beach and Watering Hole and finds nothing, he can just reset and immediately be back here. And that'll set him up for checking the sand pits.
He can also do the same for the sand pits.
Absolutely. All right, heading up to Meridia Beach. Looks like Wesker is going to take a gander at Croc.
Fire Rod!
Fire Rod. That's huge.
Yeah, that's definitely not being reset now, no matter what's being found. We do have to fight Mothula and Trinex, so we definitely need that. Also, how quick is fighting Croc with Plasma Beam? Very. Because he'll just keep going right back by the bridge bricks.
Alright, finding supers and a heart piece. He will go ahead and grab those supers.
Blue rupee. Hardly worth doing that. But being over there does kill the lag, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, there's no time loss to check the item. You have that cutscene anyway, so. Now it looks like Caracarn's going to come on down. You'll probably see another save from him, and then he'll start checking his sand pits. I don't expect to see an ice clip from him. He may surprise me, but I don't expect to see him do a shack tool check at this point.
Just missiles. Caracarn is doing a check of the Shine Spark item, or rather, at least one of them. And
yeah, it looks like he's going to try to set up the snail clip, but he's at the wrong spot for that.
Can't say I've seen the snail clip before, but
at the point right there above that little narrow tube where you shine spark up, you get up on the next level and you let the snail climb up in that area. There's a couple little dots there. You want the top of the snail to be just above even with the dots. You jump up on top of the snail, stand up and hit jump quick a couple of times, and you'll clip right through those platforms and be able to get up to the item that you usually shine spark.
I get you. Unfortunately, Caracarn doesn't see anything worthwhile at right side sand pit, so that's a reset.
Wesker, meanwhile, is 3 bombs at the vanilla grapple location. So now let's see, does he do the bomb jump here? I expect him to at least go up high enough to see what the item is. And as chat points out, Plasma and Shack Tool are great troll locations. Shack Tool being the ultimate troll location in Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's basically an auto-scroller.
Yeah. What was that I saw?
I didn't really get a good look at it.
Was that a sword I saw? Yep. So Caracarn has his tempered. We have now found all 4 swords in the game.
So the sand pits did have one good item.
That bomb jump. Wesker really having some trouble with that bomb jump. He's thinking about skipping it.
Wouldn't blame him, because as well as he's done with the bomb jump, it hasn't been well enough to get to that location. I wouldn't be able to keep the rhythm up that much because I'm guilty of the habit of button mashing it.
The timing is just as, when the bomb sends the morph ball up, just as it starts to fall back down towards the bomb, you hit the next bomb button. That is the timing for it.
Well, speaking of, that was bombs at the top of that, so Wesker's like, I'm good.
Yeah, it's... Unless he finds something here, Croc has been pretty much a bust. Oh, and our second glove location!
We now know where they both are. Caracarn will be able to get the Titan's Mitt there. When Wesker goes to wreck ship, he'll be able to get the Titan's Mitts at that location. Both lift upgrades are in Super Metroid, and all I'm going to say about that is, game, that's dirty.
And honestly, what that may set up is we may not see Attic. Because I know Wesker. When he does wreck ship, if he finds those mitts, he's liable to peace out right there.
I don't think anybody could blame him because Titan's Mitts will unlock a number of locations in A Link to the Past.
And now that is really, really a good find for Wesker. because now he's going to go into Link to the Past. He's got his Dark World access with his Power Glove. He's going to start working down. He's going to get blind. He's going to get his gravity. He's going to be able to do his dark checks. What is he saving? Oh, I know what he's going to. He looks like we're going to get an Ice Beam check. Ice Beam and Crumble Shaft. He's going to check that before he goes. Okay, I don't blame you, buddy. Go ahead and check those off the list. Go ahead and check those off the list, too.
Absolutely, for real. Those are two. Well, when I first tried 100% the game, Crumble Shaft is the last location that eluded me. Because it's not even marked on the map.
Yeah. It's kind of dirty that way. All right, and Caracarn going straight into Skull Woods. He's got that fire rod, so you can't really blame him. Half magic. He'll be keeping that.
Yep, I would expect just about anybody to be keeping that. That is too good of a luxury item to pass up. Especially for the time it took to get over there.
Yep. Now we'll see him check the Crumble Shaft item. Great thing about that is you can still stand far over there to the right and check that item, and if it's nothing, you can just piece right back out. But with him having the various suit and full beams, even if he has to wall jump for it, it's not that big of a deal.
Reserve tank. Moving on.
Those Gibdos, meanwhile, just crowding Caracarn. He handles them pretty well, though.
Yep, Gibdos are probably one of the more annoying enemies you'll find in A Link to the Past because of how they crowd you. He does not, he doesn't have anything that's going to beat him quick, but he does take a death. I'm led to believe that to be a death warp.
Oh, yeah, he was doing that on purpose. All right, so let's see. Wesker, yeah, he doesn't have mitts yet, so he's gonna do the south dark checks. He may go as far left as Digging Game, come back, get Stumpy, get Hype Cave. We may actually see him do Catfish at this point. Okay, he's going to start off at Hype Cave.
Now, even though these Gibdo are a pain in the rear end, if you ever wanted to clear a room full and you have the magic to do so, just use the Ether Medallion. Because it just clears them right out, no extra animation necessary.
Yeah, that's the strat I use. I just Ether them if I have it. If I don't have Ether, if I have Bombos, I use that. But Ether, like he says, there's no extra animation. It's the quicker way to do it.
The torch timer ran out on Caracarn, so he had to relight him.
All right, well, Wesker putting those boots to use. That's going to help him too, because he can zip around Zelda pretty well now. Caracarn getting that key. All right, so he is going to check.
Into Moth. Now, it's a good thing Caracarn let that Wall Master drop before he fell down the hole, because if you time it poorly, that Wall Master can and will pull you out of that hole.
Which is really frustrating.
Yep, one of the more frustrating parts about JP 1.0 is that Link's hitbox doesn't despawn until the screen is transitioned, basically. Ooh, that's a lot of digs.
That is a lot of digs. For what?
For nothing of importance.
For a blue rupee. Wow.
That's a low blow game.
All right, so Wesker not doing Catfish yet. I don't blame him. He's heading over to do his Dark Kakariko checks. You've probably seen him check the front of Skull Woods.
Caracarn's back in Super Metroid. I wonder if he's gonna run for Gauntlet this time.
Looks like he's starting off with Criteria Power Bombs, just like Wesker did. Wesker going straight for that Mad Batter check.
I don't blame him one bit. You get the powder for it, you're in the area, go for it.
And it's just an E-Tank.
Yeah, not terrible. Not what he was after, but not terrible.
Yep. He would have loved to see Mirror right about then.
Oh yeah, that would have been sweet.
Alright, so it looks like Caracarn is going for the gauntlet check. I'm a little surprised to not see him save first. Most people do. That acid, things can go wrong in here.
That they can.
He has full suit, so he should be all right. But he did not check the back of Gauntlet, so you know. I guess he's just committed to going all the way through anyway.
I like the commitment, and while it is a gamble for Caracarn, it's gonna pay off nicely with good execution.
Yes, it is. Wesker getting another E-Tank from Chess Game, and Caracarn's about to get the good news. He's getting his grapple beam and his Pegasus boots. He's going to like seeing that.
He's going to like seeing both of those. So in terms of rolling the Gamble-Matic 9000, this one paid off for him very nicely. He's about to get the wave beam.
Yep. And it looks like he's going to head down and go. He's going to be happy when he gets to Big Pink, too.
Yeah, he's heading towards the goods.
Wesker, meanwhile, finding out Dark Kakariko Village didn't really have much. But he'll be happy if he goes on into Thieves Town, which he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going to get his Tempered Sword in here, and he's going to get his Gravity.
Also a shovel, but I don't think that was anything of importance.
Did Caracarn check that?
He did, and I don't believe it was anything of importance at the time.
And Caracarn picking up his Bombos, so now he's got all 3 medallions. Both runners are set for whatever may be required from Mire or Turtle Rock. Are you all right, buddy?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My son took a fall here.
I think I was sitting on the edge of it and not realizing.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we've all done that. As Wesker does the Tempered Sword now.
And Caracarn is going to run through Edicoons. He's not going to find much that's going to help him here.
Does pick up the heart container.
At this point, with the skill level of both of these runners, I don't think either one of them really needs much more. I mean, he'll take it, but they don't really need much more in the way of heart containers. They've got tempered, they'll have silvers, they've got blue mail. They're in pretty good shape. What's up, Kel? Good to see you, man. Shout out Tail Charge. Another really good Super Metroid runner. Caracarn taking a little bit of a fall there, not a big deal. He can wall jump up pretty quickly. One thing that's eluded the runners so far is high jump boots, which is a really nice utility item in Super Metroid.
They also don't have the space jump, which would really help making access to Lower North Fair a lot easier, because a bomb jump down there, when you've got enemies shooting fireballs, yeah, that's not my idea of fun on any given day.
No, you're not gonna bomb jump up the front way. Now we know that mitts are in logic, so I would guess that it's a whole lot easier going through the back way, taking the flute going through mire, because you can bomb jump up the screw attack location. You can bomb jump up worst room in the game, but the front entrance there with the Namahe shooting the fireballs, it's virtually impossible to bomb jump up that, because you'll just get hit with a fireball. There's no way to avoid that.
And Caracarn getting the goods and the silver arrows and Cane of Samaria.
Doctor, they have gravity suit, but they'll have to do a modified gravity jump, more like it'll look a whole lot more like a lava dive. Now with full beams in worst room in the game, they can easily kill the pirates in there. Wesker making short work of blinded. He's going to get his gravity.
Yep,
Caracarn.
Spore Spawn skip.
As I remember, I think there were some rupees or something back here.
Yeah, I think it was Fitty. Nope, super missiles. Must have had another seed in mind.
Yeah. That or there were supers like behind, I mean, rupees behind the wave gate, something. Not sure. All right, so where's Wesker heading now? I guess he's going to check the cape location, the bumper cave. Now, Caracarn is going to have that wave beam for this, so he doesn't have to worry about timing a missile shot, super missile shot. All he's got to do is shoot that gate with that. There we go, with that wave beam.
I was having trouble getting the hit to register, though.
Yeah, you can't shoot straight up and catch it. Oh, there's 3 bombs there. The rupees were at Mission Impossible. That's right.
Speaking of, I did hear that there's another Mission Impossible movie coming out.
Now, also something interesting to note, they have not yet gained the ability to get the Desert Ledge item, which we know is Speed Booster. So there are some items thus far that they're unable to check. Now, we know that Cane of Burna is at in Meridia at Main Street, but that also leaves the Criteria Supers location, the Waterway location, and whatever is at Wreck Ship Reserve. Nice bomb jump there by Wesker.
Got Caracarn running through Blue Brinstar. Not gonna find anything of importance here, I don't think.
No, some more supers, which he'll take. It's actually faster to kill Ridley with supers if you have the 30.
You definitely want more than 30. Because otherwise, that's pretty tight.
Well, they have full beams too with charge, so that's a decent backup. Not to mention that Caracarn has at least 65 missiles, but supers do double damage on Ridley, so it takes 6 regular missiles to replace the damage that 1 super does to Ridley. So that's a lot of missiles.
Yep. And our Billy Mays room is loaded with energy tanks.
Yeah, I think there were 2 in there. Where are you going, Wesker? You kind of need mirror to do that, buddy.
Yep, need mirror to get to both locations that way, so that's not going to pay out.
All right, but it looks like we're going to get a catfish check.
But the question is, are runners going to get catfished, or does the catfish have the goods?
We will find out. Asner, because there can be Zelda items in those Super Metroid locations. All right, and drum roll, please. And it's 3 bombs. Not what Wesker was hoping for here.
Looks like we are about to get a Criteria Super check. I like this play because this way you can know, do I have to come back here later, or can I just cross this off?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to do. Like you said, you gain that knowledge. You're right here anyway, and now he knows he does not have to come back here for any reason whatsoever.
Yep, that is just 20 rupees. Move right along.
All right, so it looks like Wesker is going to take the back way into Meridia. No, it's up there, buddy. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what Caracarn does after this.
And there's the butter sword.
So Caracarn has his goal. He's going to check bomb trees. I don't think there was much of importance here.
No, there wasn't. I believe it was just a hurt container, but by virtue of having more fall bombs, you also get the bonus of fighting bomb Teresa.
Now, we also know that Wesker's not going to find much of importance back here in the Dragon area.
Even though Dragon does have to be beaten. Now, is it just me or... Well, then again, Bomb Teresa's dead in one shot with a plot fully charged beam, so that settles that.
Yeah, that's pretty much with authority there. Now, interesting to note, Wesker can, by virtue of having the grapple beam, he can check Shack Tool. It's a tricky jump without high jump or space jump to get up through that little space where the block disappears. Of course, Wesker is also capable of doing the ice clip. Whether or not he chooses to check Shack Tool is a different matter. I know it's something that he typically avoids like the plague. And going for the grapple kill here. Oh, and he missed a quick kill. So he'll have to wait for Dragon to carry him up.
Had to. If you want, he basically missed it by a hair.
Yes. I'm surprised to not see him try it again here.
He might be content to just finish the boss off and move on. And down goes Dragon.
All right, so Caracarn, what are we going to get a spike cave check here? No. He is heading into business center, so it looks like he's going to start doing some Norfolk.
I do believe there was at least one thing worth finding down here. Oh, right.
Yes.
The gloves
The
were down
mitts.
here.
He will find his mitts here.
Wondering if that fiery Geemer-like enemy threw off the timing of Caracarn's bomb jump there.
Yeah, he'll get it. That's not a very difficult bomb jump just to get up there. Oh, that's right. Thanks, chat. Speed booster location did have some value. He'll get powder there. Spring ball. Which spring ball is meh.
It's meh, but it's certainly helpful for areas where a bomb jump might be tricky. Like, if you're gonna check wrecked ship reserve tanks, spring ball's the way to do it when you don't have speed booster.
And I'm sorry, I know there will be those that will disagree with me, but for the record, spring ball is not the best item in the game. It's the best item in the game, not named high jump boots.
Although that combination
Period.
is a very good combination. I see how Caracarn is trying to go about that.
No, if Wesker say because he's going to plasma, and if plasma turns out to be nothing, he can reset and be right back there to check the closer items. He has decided to gamble and go ahead and check plasma. Now, if something like ice rod, mirror, or something like that is here, that is going to be really a huge payoff for Wesker.
Space jump would be a payoff too.
Yes, it would. And I have seen all of those items here at Plasma before. Yes, they will have to bomb jump out. That's their only option. They don't have space jump, and they don't have speed booster.
And while running through it, the exit of the speed booster room isn't nearly as thrilling without. If he didn't have it, well, there's a red potion there. Plasma beam, that's a reset.
That's an instant reset by Wesker.
Can't say I blame him, because in that situation, it's not worth it.
So now we will probably see him. I don't know how he would do this. Since he went ahead and checked plasma, whether he's going to check sand pits and then piece back out and come to front from the other way, or whether he's going to go ahead and check it all. We know that he needs to make his way to Meridia B to get that fire rod. We know he needs to do that. Not even worried about that full heart container. He's heading down. My guess is he'll do something similar to what Caracarn did. You'll see a save down in here, and then he'll go check the beach and waterway, and then do a sand pit check.
He might route in Shack Tool at the same time.
He may do that. Now, if book or mirror is the right hand item here, so he almost had it. Oh, that might be right. You might have it there. Yeah, there you go. And that's how the snail clip works. And it is just a heart piece.
Two heart pieces.
So Caracarn lost nothing by skipping this. And let's see, it looks like Caracarn is going to check Croc.
This will pay off nicely as the fight will be nice and short. Well, one item that he'll pick up is going to be
huge.
Very. There's the fire rod.
And there's Wesker's fire rod. Okay, so he's going to be happy to see that.
Not quite. We still need the mirror. Or the book. One look and Wesker says nope.
Well, though, with hookshot, red cane, the bow, and all of the medallions, they can get in Mire. They can check Mire Shed. I'm assuming once they get their mitts, I mean. Caracarn can. So they've got some places that they can go looking for mirror or book. Now they could get in there, like you said, from the Super Metroid way, but honestly, until they have space jump, or I believe high jump boots, the front entrance into into Lower Norfair is not in logic. It logically requires that. Now Ridley is in logic because they have charge beam. But the game has made sure that they can get to flute and both gloves. So it looks like the back entrance into Lower Norfair is what's logically called for right now. And you see a reset there from Wesker. Wow. Caracarn doing some energetic grapple swinging there.
Basically, that's a modified Ripper that can be utilized with grapple for some rather interesting strats to utilize movement-wise.
Digital, no, because you have a back entrance to Dragon. And, all right, Wesker's going to find his gold sword. The thing is, I don't know if he's going to consider that good enough to keep this. Looks like he is. So he is going to pick up his butter. Now, which way is he going to boost? All right, so he's not going to do a Shack Tool check.
Meanwhile, Caracarn said the Titan's mitts were good enough. And unlike earlier where we questioned wrecked ship, we know that that's the right play this time.
Absolutely. So now Wesker is, it looks like he's going to go for the green gate glitch. Check first 4 in Meridia. And we may see him exit out the top and head towards wrecked ship.
That would be quite efficient from a routing standpoint.
It would, and it would also be really helpful for Wesker because that's where his mitts are. Yes. Right now, Caracarn is in the lead.
But if Wesker goes attic and there's something there, then that's going to change.
Yes, it will. But now Caracarn, now we're going to see, because Caracarn now has full Dark World access. A couple of places he can't check. He can't check Checkerboard Cave because he doesn't have the mirror. He can't get into Swamp yet. Shield and 50 rupees. Not really very helpful there.
Might as well drop a Quake to get into Mire and clear it out while you're here.
Absolutely. I mean, he's very well equipped to take on Mire right now. What you doing, buddy?
Breaking the tube from the top of the tube.
He's going to do an x-ray check.
It's a good play to make to use that save, because that's technically, I think, the closest one to it. If not the one at the top of Red Tower. But for where he's at, this is the closest one.
Yeah, he's saving there because then he can just get right back into Zelda. And if he wants, as soon as he gets back into Zelda, he can reset, and that'll put him right back up on the ship if he decides to head to wreck ship. Or if he decides to stay in Zelda, he can just go from there. Caracarn, meanwhile, making his way through Mire, found him a key out on the rope bridge. And a missile pack is the first item we find. All right, so Wesker will be doing the x-ray check. Wesker really needs for something to be here.
Meanwhile, Caracarn's going through the fire-locked side of Mire. So far, only finds a compass.
The book.
Ooh, that gives him access to Speed Booster right there, courtesy of the Book of Medora.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Caracarn, I believe, found Screw Attack.
That's another helpful item in its own way, damaging enemies just through a somersault and breaking walls.
Oh no, mine and me was just saying Screw Attack to break those blocks. Okay. No. Go get your speed booster.
I wouldn't necessarily say no just yet. Attic could still be something.
Yes, but he should go get his speed booster first. Because then if there's something at the reserve, he absolutely can full clear wreck ship with speed booster. Caracarn, meanwhile, finding power bombs as the second item in Mire. So Mire not really having anything helpful there for him.
At this point, I think Caracarn's best play is going to be going to Ice Palace.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Let's see what else is available. He can do King's Tomb now. That's only one item. Wait a minute, he's got Dark Death Mountain with those mitts and with his hook shot.
We have not seen that part of the game yet. Could there be something there? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean there is something helpful there.
Wesker finding nothing in the top part of Red Tower.
Yep, this is a 3-1 match.
Now, I'm old. My eyes don't work too well. Is Desert a pendant?
It is a pendant, but
Okay.
speed boosters on the ledge.
Yes. All right, so Wesker making the wreck ship play. So he will find his mitts. We know that. I'm still saying there's a 50-50 chance that when he finds them, he pieces right out of wreck ship and skips attic too. So what would be really interesting is if something like Ice Rod were in the attic or in the top mountain area, and both of them wound up having to come back to get it.
Caracarn in trouble here, but Silver Arrows is 2 shots and splat. Vitreous beat.
Which just goes to show you how tough Vitreous is, because that's the only boss other than Ganon that can withstand more than one Silver Arrow shot. Using Grapple Beam and Moat is slower than CWJ if you get the CWJ first try. If you don't, then it is many degrees faster.
Wesker's about to fight Fantoon. We got Caracarn and Lower Norfair.
Just a missile pack at the screw attack item. Now, he's got more than enough to fight GT here. Just some bombs at the space jump locked item.
Caracarn in a very good position here. And Caracarn got the power glove and decided that it's so bad that he was leaving wreck ship.
Yes, Gregors, he checked super missiles right and left and then pieced out when he found his glove. So now, let's see what Caracarn. He's going back out. I wonder if he's just going to come right back in. What did he find above GT? Nothing of worth, was it?
Yeah, I don't think there was anything of worth at the Golden Chorizo area, so he's just going to Death Mountain.
It's not a bad play at all.
Question is, oh, he's going to Ice Palace.
Wow, okay. Well, yeah, he's got Fire Rod, he's got Bombos. Did he get his half magic? He did not, did he? He did not check
Ice beam, excuse me. So easy to get those items mixed up.
Yes, it is. Alright, so Wesker has dispatched Fantoon. Finally, bruh. And Caracarn is starting his trek through Ice Palace. Yeah, Kel, I'm back to the lab for Wesker on the Fantoon fight.
Wesker's going right first.
That is the traditional route, because that power bomb that you use to clear your way up also clears your way all the way over. And he'll see those 10 arrows. He'll go ahead and grab those. But now is the moment of truth. When he finds these mitts, what's he gonna do? Bam, and there they are. Okay, brother, so how you gonna act? You're gonna peace out, aren't you?
We shall see.
No, he's saving. He's gonna check wreck ship E-tank. But we also know that there's 3 bombs there. So he's not gonna like that too much.
Question is, what'll happen after that? Is Caracarn setting up Ice Palace bomb jump?
And gets a nice job there. Nice job.
So, Caracarn's heading upstairs from here. As Wesker resets.
All right, so now we'll tell the tale. When he comes out of this door, whether he jumps or he heads straight left. Caracarn going ahead and checking this. He's getting the key. That's interesting.
Saves him from hitting that switch a second time. He's going up. This
All
could
right.
be what decides it right here.
Yes, Wesker is checking attic. He just needs to hope that the item that he needs for there to be a required item up here, he just needs for it to not be at wreck ship reserve. Except he will have the knowledge. He knows where speed booster's at. Caracarn having a little problem with the steps there. And just finding the map. Ice Palace being a little trolly with the item locations.
As Ice Palace can be from time to time.
And the robot room has... Just keep us in suspense, brother. Just a rupee. 5 rupees, something like that.
Yep.
Oh, God, and a fetch quest item.
Yeah, and a mushroom to boot.
All right, setting up for this bomb jump. Ah, just
Missed
missing
it. It's just missed it by that much. It's like a 2 pixel window or something crazy
right.
tight like that.
So this will tell the tale. What is that wreck ship reserve? It's just a missile pack. Okay. So Wesker is safe there. It looks like did Caracarn skip the iced tea chest?
He tried getting to it, but the missed bomb jump means he's gonna gamble on the boss.
All right. Has he already found 2 items?
2 items, yes, but he's gonna have
Okay.
to use bomb boost due to being just a little short of magic.
Still with gold sword, he should be all right here. All right, just a rupee up there. Wesker does.
It's the missile spot.
He's going to need 2 supers, 1 to get in and 1 to get out.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And what did Cold Stare have? I missed that.
Same here. Hey, chat. See what he had?
Just a compass on Colstair. Okay.
So Ice-T had something. I
And
think, if I did my item count correctly.
all right, leading into bowling. Yeah, Wesker is really good at the technical. And it looks like Caracarn is just going to check his mushroom.
And throw some
And-
powder on the witch. Not sure what that's about.
And survey says a missile pack.
Well, survey says
Wah,
buzzer.
wah. Not what he was hoping for.
Post bowling cutscene. What do we have here?
Yep, Wesker's got 2 more chances for this attic to pay off for him. One of them is right here. It's nope, that's not going to be it. So we're down to the gravity item.
Down to the last of the ninth for this location.
And it's just a missile pack. Wow.
So the Gamble-Matic 9000 came up 2 for 2 for Caracarn.
And Wesker right now is mad at himself, and he's saying, I knew I should have skipped attic. Trust me. He's saying that.
I believe it. Now, we don't know if the Ice-T chest miss is going to come back to haunt Caracarn, but we do know that he is heading directly up Death Mountain.
Yes. Also, it remains to be seen if not having that book is going to hurt him.
I mean, he could find Mirror, and then he'd be all set, basically. Unless
Pretty
there's
much,
something
yeah.
at one of the 2 tablets.
All right, so what you gonna do, brother? And a big 20 and a heart piece at Super Bunny Cave.
Yep, Super Bunny Cave not having the goods.
Wesker gonna check that shovel, it looks like. Just a missile pack at Boots 1. A heart piece. Another big 20. And a heart piece. Wow. Hookshot Cave being a 0 out of 10.
And it looks like Caracarn's going right for Spike Cave. I don't blame him for this because he'd have to open the Turtle Rock teleporter in order to get into Turtle Rock.
A little short on that hook shot. Okay, Wesker is going to check King's Tomb here, which has been a trolley location in a lot of these seeds. Just a super missile pack. Caracarn picking up X-Ray, wishing he had that for his Dragon and his Phantoon fight.
That would have been pretty sweet for those battles, admittedly, but it is what it is.
All right, so I wonder if we're going to get a pad check now. I would imagine that Wesker could possibly, he likes to route in finishing Skull Woods with a pad check. Oh, but he doesn't have mirror, so he'll have to just go straight to it. That's right. So this is another big moment. We're going to find out what head is required.
Not sure why Caracarns are. Oh wait, Lower Norfair. He's
Wesker, what
going
you
for
doing?
Ridley.
Yep. All right, here we go. Okay, nope. Head is off the table.
Well, unfortunately, that won't be the case today, folks.
Wesker has checked Mad Batter. Really big flying bomb would be a super missile. So now Caracarn is going to start his proper Lower Norfair trek. This is so much more annoying without Speed Booster or Space Jump. It really is.
Not having Screw Attack makes this worse.
Yeah. The one upside there is he does have full beams, so he can kill all the key hunters and avoid the danger of them. But then again, he has a good bit of energy.
Could also use those wall pirates as a platform for getting vertical up the room.
Yes, because the wall jump is like pixel perfect or frame perfect, one of the two.
I'm assuming Pixel, if I had to guess between the two.
Caracarn having a little bit of trouble getting that bomb jump started, but okay. Takes about 20-something of them to get up here, I believe. Not quite as bad as the 35 it takes for Red Tower, but still.
That just sounds obnoxious.
It is.
Down goes Malcolm. And missiles at Mickey Mouse missiles.
Not what Caracarn was hoping for, but he did get that check out of the way. And now he comes to one of the most dangerous rooms when you don't have high jump, base jump. Amphitheater. Because that acid is no joke. Doesn't matter what suits you have.
And the gravity suit does not stop damage from it.
No, but he also has Varia, so he has full protection at this point. The key to that room, when you have his equipment set, is getting away from the bottom. Once you start up those platforms to the left, you're good. You have time. You could kill the pirates if you wanted to. The acid does not rise that fast. If you get stuck down at the bottom or you fall, you're in trouble.
In the meantime, it looks like we're going to have ourselves a potential Turtle Rock opening on Wesker's side.
Maybe. Yeah, looks like he might.
And the island just has a missile pack. I'm not going to need that. Because Caracarn's fighting the gold pirates. And
Now this is interesting. Wesker is making a gamble play here. He feels like he's playing from behind, and he actually is. So he's taking a dice roll on Turtle Rock here.
It's a dice roll that I like because There are times where the seed wants you to go into Turtle Rock. It doesn't seem it. There's some days where I'll take that gamble, and other days I won't. That's rando for you.
What is he? No, all right. All he did was open it.
He might come back to it after these checks.
Caracarn, meanwhile, fighting the space pelican.
Yep, it's like Smash Ultimate, but on the Super Nintendo, and not nearly as many fighters.
Wesker gonna find out that Hookshot Cave was nothing. And then we'll see if he heads on into Turtle.
And Caracarn finishes off Ridley very nicely done.
Very nicely done. And what is Ridley going to reward him?
And this location can be trolly, because I've heard of things such as the Moon Pearl being here. And that
Red mail.
Well, that's not what we're looking for, but at the same time, that's also not terrible.
All right, Wesker going to do his Spike Cave check. Now, I'm interested to see, because we know he's just going to find X-ray. I'm interested to see if he thinks to go ahead and check the ether tablet while he's here. He just should have reminded himself that he has the book. So we're going to get a save and quit. Yep, you got to do a save and quit. So where are you going to start from?
That's a very good question here.
Okay, all right. I'm expecting us to see an ether check here. No, what are you doing?
Filling up on health and flying somewhere. Oh yeah, he's got to do Meyer.
Bro, you're right there. All right, so what was in Meyer's shit? I can't. It's 50
rupees and a piece of heart, I think. Nope,
a shield. Ha, you had to take one anyway, didn't you? All right, Caracarn doing the smart thing and killing these key hunters. Because he's come out of there a bit low on energy. And they do 50 per hit. And the last thing you want is to get sandwiched between a couple of them, because it gets nasty from there.
Yep. Here we go into Rid statue. 20 rupees.
Alright, which leaves Jailhouse, the Spooky Missiles, and 3 Musketeers item.
So 3 checks, and all of a sudden, Caracarn seems to be having a bit of trouble getting out of here, but freezes the bat and is able to use that as a platform.
That BMO's giving Wesker a little bit of help over there to the left. BMOs are helpful that way. Just a heart container at the Jailhouse. I don't expect to see Caracarn go for that.
Not at this point in the game.
Also worth mentioning, I believe this is his last Super Metroid boss is down.
Yep, I can confirm, so he can go from here straight to Turian if he chooses.
Yeah, nothing that's spooky. Now, this is interesting. Because... what's here? Spacer.
Oh, that is hilarious, dude.
The Cephi beam. So now we're at a point where... what have we not seen in Super Metroid? We've not seen Waterway, and we've not seen Shack Tool. Those are the only 2 places we haven't seen. We know what's at X-Ray. We know what's at Plasma. We know what's at Criteria Supers. So the book and the speed booster just got a bit more interesting, being as how we know that Wesker's not going to find much of anything here in Meyer, and Caracarn is pretty much done everything he can in Super Metroid, except maybe for checking X-ray. Ah, yes, thank you, Commodore. There is the fact that Caracarn left the iced tea room out. Now, he's taken a lot of gambles, and so far they've all paid off.
Nope, no croc for Caracarn.
No, well, he's already been down there and got the mitts. He didn't check the bottom items. That may be what he's going to do now. Yes. Okay, he's saved, so when he finds nothing, and he will, he can just reset back up to there. He saw what it was, Doctor. He saw that it was the cane of Burna. So he knows what's there, even though he couldn't get it at that point.
Only thing what about the neighboring item that's nearby? Did we get a look at that, or was that?
Oh yeah, it was like super missiles or something. It was. I'm not sure it was super missiles, but it was not anything important for sure. Now I will tell you, when Wesker does Ice Palace, he's not going to skip Ice Tea chest. He's going to check those back chests. All right, Caracarn finding out there's 3 bombs there, and he's going to be equally underwhelmed with what's at the grapple location.
Checks his height first, and gets to it with the bombs.
Oh, the one behind. Oh, you talking about at Aqueduct? No, he right hand item there at Aqueduct. We know that it's just a heart piece, but he does not know that. And another 3 bombs resetting immediately.
Starting to question if it really is Turtle Rock or is it iced tea.
Or ether, or Bombos tablet, or desert.
I think we might have seen ether already if we had mirror, but since that wasn't the case, it is what it is.
Oh, that's right. Bombos tablet requires mirror. My bad. Now, Wesker did not check the ether tablet that I remember. He went and checked Spike Cave. All right, so Caracarn is back in Zelda. So where's he going now? Is he going to do the frog sequence? No, he's going to check Mad Batter. Okay.
No, I think he's gotten muddled in his routing and is now heading for the Dark World portal.
He's just going to keep making me a liar is what I do. All right, Wesker getting rid of Vitreous pretty easily with those silver arrows.
Silver arrows makes what would be a challenging fight simple.
Okay, so what are we gonna do now? It looks to me like he's gonna do the frog sequence.
Yep, I think it was version 24 of the Link to the Past randomizer made it so that you could bring frogs and purple chests with you through a saving point.
And we're gonna see the hammer dash while he does some hammer peg action. Very nicely done. Wesker gonna find out that there is nothing at G. He's just a super. All right, so
Very good positioning for Golden Teresa by Wesker as well as Caracarn. They both had that perfectly. Now, very good fight for Wesker.
all right, knowing he doesn't need any. Let's see what the Smiths has. Nice emote there, see ya. And Wesker gonna do something he hates to do, which is bomb jump.
I don't think anybody likes doing this many bomb jumps in a seed.
Wow, and a big 20 at the Smithies for Caracarn.
Also gonna take care of Magic Bat while he's right here. Good choice in routing.
Yep. Did really well routing this all together. And then I guess he'll just go grab his Dark World Portal. Grab his purple chest, save and quit. And head on over to check that. Thank you, Ocelot. Good to see you, man. But again, with each check coming up nothing, it's coming more and more down to things that we said were going to be interesting. If there's nothing in purple chest, then we're back to, is it waterway? Is it shack tool? Is it the iced tea chest? Is it ether? You know?
Or is it something in Turtle Rock? And to add to that, is Turtle Rock a required double dip? Those are two words you don't ever want to hear in a Link to the Past randomizer, let alone combo rando.
All right, so Caracarn doing the save and quit. We're about to find out. Wesker is going to start his long trek through Lower Norfair for basically crap. The only thing he's going to get out of this is Ridley.
And we're gonna get some really
Wow.
good music, and it's just missiles out of purple chests. Ouch.
I love your accent, Ocelot. I love British accents. Everything sounds intelligent with a British accent. People hear that British accent, they think that guy's smart. They hear my accent, they think banjos. So, you know, there's that.
They hear my accent, I don't know what they think. But maybe that's just me, I don't know.
Oh, Wesker.
Uh-oh, this ain't good.
Nah, he's all right. He's got plenty of energy. He just needs to stop doing that stuff. Yes, kill him. Just kill him. Thank you.
Ew, that's dicey, but hey, we got ourselves a big bomb check. That's something we hadn't checked yet.
That is, yeah, exactly. I didn't even think of that. This could really be something if it pays off for Caracarn.
Wesker taking a safety save in case things at Ridley go south.
I'm actually surprised to see that. He should be more than comfortable with this.
Maybe it's tournament race safety strats.
He's got more than enough to deal with all of this. And missile pack and 3 bombs. So Fat Fairy turns out to be, I'm sorry, Weight Challenge Fairy turns out to be nothing.
Well, unfortunately for us, that leaves us back at square one, and I think Caracarn's about to get catfished. Gotta be Turtle Rock at this point if it's not Iced Tea.
Turtle Rock's a possibility, but I still got to say, with the book, desert is a possibility. They're able to full clear desert.
Mm-hmm.
Then that also gives them the speed booster, which gives them waterway. Which there's a lot of possibilities here. Turtle Rock, of course, being the most item dense location. Of course, yes, it is. But man, that double dip, especially the way the rest of this seed has been, that double dip in Turtle Rock, that's just mean.
Yeah, it certainly is one of the meaner things that a randomizer can do, is to mandate a double dip of certain dungeons, and Turtle Rock is pretty much up there on my nasty list, along with Palace of Darkness and Misery Mire, as well as Ice.
Okay. So it looks like Caracarn maybe be rethinking his attic skip here.
We can't blame him for rethinking it, but we know he made the right call the first time. And with how this seed is gone, you will rethink everything as you start to get to this point in the seed, and you're still getting trolled by an item you still have yet to find.
Unfortunately for him, what's happening here, though, is while he's backtracking and checking the croc that he skipped and checking the attic that he skipped, Wesker is catching up.
That he is. He's just continuing to pound away.
I believe all he needs after this is Ice Palace. Now,
nice Ridley kill, by the way. Yep, all he needs is Ice Palace, and then whatever's in Turtle Rock Desert's again a possibility for sure. I mean, if we find Mirror, then that opens up a possibility of something being in Swamp Palace.
I can't believe Wesker hasn't leveraged that book, because that was a pretty much direct logical progression. They found that grapple when they were close to X-ray. That led to the book. It would seem to me that is the way to go. But what do I know? I'm 2-2. So, there's that.
I didn't even I had some other stuff going on, so I didn't even get a chance to enter this time around. Between working 40 hours in retail and other responsibilities I have going on. So, but hey, I'm still trying to find a balance.
Make no mistake about it, Caracarn is still in the lead. He is quickly wiping out these areas that he's backtracking on. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to go back into Ice Palace just to check Ice Tea Room. I wouldn't think he would do that at this point.
Although checking Spring Ball is definitely going to make checking the wrecked ship reserves a lot easier.
Yes. Right now, let's all be thankful that Wesker's mic is not on.
That's probably for the best.
I love you, brother, but I know you. You are not happy right now.
Well, I can't blame him for being not happy when a seed trolls you. Yeah.
All right, and Caracarn doing the bomb jump up to that item. I think it was something like supers or something. Oh, sorry, 20 rupees.
Yeah, it was just a big 20. Nothing required.
So about the time that Caracarn gets done with this, Wesker will be heading back into Zelda, I believe.
And if I had to take a guess, somebody's going to be making that Turtle Rock play first, and that just could be Wesker's next play.
It could be. I doubt it. I see him going to Ice Palace before he does that, because he can full clear Ice Palace. Ice Palace is a crystal, correct?
Both remaining dungeons that I mentioned are crystals, so yeah,
Okay,
I can
all
see
right.
Ice Palace being the play. And if there is something big at Ice T, and Wesker gets it, that's advantage Wesker. If it's nothing, then Caracarn's dodged another bullet.
Yep. So Caracarn just resetting to get back to the ship. Wesker having to take the long route because he hasn't gone and gotten his speed booster yet.
Yeah, both of our runners have had to take the long way up here.
So Caracarn now, where's he going? I thought he had checked all of this. Oh, he's going to Turian.
He's had enough Super Metroid. He doesn't think his answer's here, so he's finishing this off. I cannot blame him whatsoever. One of the beautiful things about the combo randomizer is that you can finish games in either order.
Okay, brother. Yes, we're going to get an ether check. No, we're not. Stop trolling me, dude.
So for Turian, it's all execution. All you're doing is just, with this strategy, is freezing the Metroids and then hitting them with 5 missiles or a super missile. This isn't good. You gotta drop more fall bombs to get the Metroids off you, or you just lay 3 power bombs.
In the long run, though, I hate to say this will cost Caracarn a little bit of time versus Wesker, because Wesker will get that speed booster before he goes through Turian, and that makes a good bit of difference in your escape.
Oh, no doubt about it. It really does. Heck, it's been a hot minute since I've done an escape without speed booster. It's become that big of a... Well, it's basically that much of a part of it.
Yeah, without speed booster, high jump, or space jump,
good luck. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It's doable, you know.
Are we going to see a baby skip from Caracarn, or is he just going to rack up damage and just take it? I don't know.
But here, at least, as we're coming up on the 3-hour mark and still no go mode, we're coming to another part where one of our questions are going to be answered. Is Ice T chest a deciding factor here? Now, watch him make a liar out of me, but I don't see Wesker skipping that.
Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing that myself. But I've seen and done stranger things in these randomizers, so the way I see it, it's not over until we get it done in IRC.
Yes, it is. And Caracarn doing the right thing, facing right, saving those 40 frames. He's going to make his way on down to the Zebatites. Now he has the He has the ice beam, so he can do the Zeb skip, the ice Zeb skip, which is the easier of the two. Because that speed Zeb skip is a tight little short charge. Jumping a little high. There we go. Made it through that time.
Now, I've tried doing the zip skip myself, and it is surprisingly tight.
Two things that a lot of people miss up. You have to freeze that first Rinka just immediately on the right pixel. And the second thing is your first spin jump before you make your way through needs to be a little short hop. Most people jump too high, and that ruins your setup.
Good stuff to remember. As for Caracarn, here's the Mother Brain.
Now he has full beam, so he can just 20 charge plasma wave ice shots, and it's in the record books. I didn't see that he took off Varia to set up for the stand-up glitch.
He did.
He did? Okay.
Okay, so far he's getting his shots off. Mother Brain's setting up for catch-up.
Yeah. And another catch-up, but he can take that, no problem. All right. Now all he needs to do is be in the air when the rainbow beam hits him. Wesker using Bombos to dispatch both of those freezors at once. And damage himself down under 100. Okay. Now he just needs to be in the air when the baby latches on the Mother Brain, and he needs to be in the air just directly after the baby takes off. Wesker doing a nice job with that bomb jump. He's going to get the shortcut to the iced tea room, and here we go.
This could decide it right here. Here it is. What do we got? Drum roll, please.
It's just a super missile. Caracarn is 3 for 3 on his gambles.
Afterward, Caracarn got forced to the ground.
Oh, wow. Okay. But luckily enough, he's not too close to Mother Brain. If he had been a bit closer, the baby would not have been able to latch onto him, and he would have been soft locked. So he did dodge a bullet there. A little bit of time loss on that, but not near as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, he was able to get back on his feet, though. So that is worth noting.
Oh, yeah, he had X-ray effort. Yeah, Betaflex raises an interesting point, and it's a mental thing. To Caracarn now, Super Metroid is finished. It's done. But there's 3 areas that he has not checked. Waterway, Shack Tool, and X-Ray. He will not check Waterway without checking X-Ray. Unless he finds Mirror.
Okay, chat makes a good point. Caracarn was able to get back into the stand-up glitch because Mother Brain was able to step enough into the Metroid to cause a bump, I think.
Yeah, I forgot that X-ray beam will bring you up out of that kneeling position. Caracarn doing a really good job of the escape without having speed.
Or space, or high jump.
Yeah, it's a rougher route. Wesker checking his mushroom. He's going to be disappointed.
Yep, he might just drop. I know folks who have, and I know I've done this myself just for the lulz, just drop the bomb on whatever was there just because it was not quite what I was hoping for.
All right, so now the question is, Where does Wesker go next?
Big bomb, I think.
It's looking like it. And Caracarn making his way up the climb steadily. That hyper beam just decimating everything.
Because that's what it does. Looks like Caracarn is making the Turtle Rock play. Nope.
No, he's making the Zora play.
Whoops, I thought he hit one, but I got debated on the inputs I did. Unfortunately, King Zora is running a scam today.
Now Wesker's going to check this and find Squat, while Caracarn checks Zora and finds Squat. It's just going to cost him more. At this point, though, he's got rupees to burn. So that begs the question: what do they do next? You may see the Turtle Rock play from Caracarn. It looks like.
Both runners have checked.
Oh,
What?
Wesker's fluting again.
Thinking about it.
He's gonna do the frog sequence.
The only thing we haven't seen yet is Turtle Rock, or what's in Desert Palace. While both runners can do Desert, only Wesker can access Desert.
For the next 6 months, every time I get with him on Discord, the first thing I'm going to write to him is reading is fundamental. I can't criticize. He is going for the item density. He knows there's a lot of things he can do right here in this sequence. He's trying to be systematic. And I know from experience, when you're up there and you feel like you're playing from behind, you make a decision and you go with it. That's what you do. You know?
Yep, and sometimes when you feel like you're playing from behind, you miss things. I know I've done that.
Excuse me for just a minute. I need to step away. I'll be right back, okay?
10-4. Wesker is turning in the blacksmith and is going to be disappointed with what he gets. And a frustration slash from Wesker. A key and a map past the torches. As Wesker's heading to Desert, he could be at a play that ultimately decides the race. As Wesker, I would expect to get Speed Booster from the ledge. The only question is, what's there? And yes, Ped was checked, and Ped is Super Missiles, so not required.
Okay, so Wesker went into Desert. All it took was me leaving. Okay.
And a small key's gonna send him to the right side of the dungeon.
I'm not seeing anything on Caracarn's tracker where he's found anything of importance yet.
Just 2 keys. Small
Okay.
keys, then a big key, and a map. That's pretty much the extent of it.
Big key at Chain Chomps. Okay. Fair
And a
enough.
compass for Wesker. Big key? Yep, big
Big
key.
key. All right. So now, to me, this is pretty big because Wesker will pick up the speed booster that will open up all of the other areas in Super Metroid form except for Shack Tool. That was power bombs, I believe, on the torch. So
Correct.
that's one of our items.
Big chest.
Is the map. Yeah, you don't want to do it, do you, bro? Better finish it.
Yep, at this point, you don't really want to, but you know the boss of the dungeon's got something, so you might as well.
Yeah.
Especially at this point when you're running out of checks.
And we are running out of checks here fast. All right, got that speed booster. Thank you. Okay. Don't care about an old man's heart, do you? Caracarn cannot check Mimic Cave. He does not have mirror.
He's not going to need those missiles.
Nah, he's pretty good. Super Metroid's over. If he can figure out a way to use them on Ganon, maybe.
Small key in the crystal roller chest, so now we head down to the laser bridge.
Everybody's favorite spot.
And a number of runners' favorite safety door in that room, too.
Oh, I use it. Now, Caracarn very... Well, I guess he's not. For magic refill. We may see some death warping if he takes the safety slot, because he's kind of low. That cake will drink his magic. Wesker with a little combination gold sword, fire rod kung fu on the Lamelos.
Just the speed booster from Desert Ledge, that was it.
Okay.
Game, that's really not nice.
Yeah, that is not nice.
Caracarn had a blue potion, and as usual.
And there's a big 20, a heart piece, and a small key. It is not in Turtle Rock. Okay. So now Wesker is going to the mountain cave. I would be really surprised if he does not check.
Gotta be something in Super Metroid at this point. I think we are going to need a chef tool check.
There's still Ether Tablet unless he checked it while I was gone.
Had super missiles, so that's a bust. Well, he's going for Ice Tea, but unfortunately, he was right the first time.
Yes! Sorry. Go check it. Yes. That's right. He did have to go this way to get Ether Tablet. I'm sorry. He doesn't have mirror.
Nobody has mirror. Except he bonks right into a dead rock.
Boom! And it is Ice Rod.
So the book was the answer overall, ladies and gentlemen. We got go mode.
Now, I'm going to venture a guess at this point that Wesker has no idea he is in the lead.
Yeah, he probably thinks he's behind, because heck, I probably think that myself. It's just an unusual sequence of events where, unfortunately, the right skips that Caracarn made turned out to be, well, let's just say where he went didn't quite pan out, so the unfortunate truth is he's going to have to find that book.
Doctor, no, X-ray is where book was. X-ray had book. Plasma had a red potion.
I don't think Shack Tool check is going to be necessary here because this is a definite go mode.
Now, you're not going to see Shack Tool from Wesker. No. Zero chance of that. And this, I feel a little bad for Caracarn because I've been where he's at. He made some really good gambles. He did. And as we saw that they paid off. He wound up having to go back and check them again. There's some people in chat saying you have to dedicate yourself to the gambles and check somewhere new. In this case, had he done that, and started checking the places he hadn't already been through, it would have turned out a little better for him. But I mean, that's the thing about this game. 316 item locations to keep track of. That's a lot to keep in your head when any decision could be the wrong one.
Well, right now it looks like he could be on the right track. Assuming that track goes to the X-ray scope room.
Yeah, he's heading down into Red Tower. I don't know if he's checked the top part of Red Tower yet or not, but he's obviously working his way down here.
He has.
Okay, he has. So yeah, the only place he could be heading right now is X-ray.
Only problem is from X-ray, he's gonna have to work his way back over to where he can save, as well as back over to where he can get into A Link to the Past. So, yeah.
Well, it's not that bad. You just drop down Red Tower and then you head down into the business center. That'll bring him out right there at Death Mountain. That's your the easiest way rather than coming all the way back up. So he's gonna find his book. Now I know he's seen Speed Booster on the ledge. The question is he gonna head straight for Speed Booster, or is he gonna do Ether Check first?
As the business center drops you out in Death Mountain, it would make more sense to just check that, get it out of the way so it's not lingering.
Yes.
I've lost races by leaving a lingering check behind for too long, so yeah.
Wesker happy to see that key because he knows he doesn't have to do Laser Bridge now. He might want to remember to use that Cane of Samaria there before he steps off the platform.
It's a Dark Rim who hasn't done that one. I know I have.
But now the thing is, if Caracarn goes straight for the Ether Check, he is still in this because let's remember he has finished Turian. He has already defeated Mother Brain. And he has already dipped into Turtle Rock.
Safe to say, it keeps things interesting because while he'd still have to finish Ganon's tower, Wesker still has to finish that and Turian as well.
Well, as soon as Wesker finishes Ganon off, it's about an 8-minute clock for him to finish Turian. 8 minutes roughly, 8 to 9 minutes.
Wait a minute, I don't think Caracarn checked over here.
He did not.
And he forgot to turn the various suit back on.
So he's taking heat damage right now. Okay.
But with that, it's time.
All right.
Time to get the big key guesses in for Ganon's Tower 1 through 22. Anyone can guess. First closest guess from a sub or supporter who's cheered 250 bits or more on any speed gaming channel will be your winner. I'm going to pick this one.
Oh, wow. That's what I was going to pick.
I picked that one because I lost to Pika Pals by 13 seconds in
I'm gonna
place because I couldn't do Master Sword Silverless in the Link to the Past random tournament.
All right, so Caracarn has found his half magic.
You'll be happy to have that. Thought he was going up for a second, then he goes back down and just pops out at Death Mountain.
No, I don't really know what he's doing here.
He might be taking the long way around on purpose to avoid the falling rocks, which I can't fault him for. 1 and 2 are no. What is he doing?
He forgot he doesn't have mirror.
Oh god, I had a race where I forgot I had 6 crystals once in the spring. Hey, look, in Randomizer, brain farts do happen.
All right, so 1, 2, and 3 were not the big key. He's going to desert.
4, 5, no.
5, no. 6, no.
No.
7 is the compass.
Not this room.
Caracarn heading to desert, I would say at this point that is giving Wesker an advantage.
I would have to agree because, well, things happen.
8 is a missile pack.
Double fire bar room is a no. I mean, you can't blame the guy for not wanting to take the long way, because really, who wants to take the long way? I know I don't.
Nice boomerang strat there.
Not easy to pull off either. The timing on that is very tight.
So number 9, the fire snake room, is a big 20. So here comes 10, 11, 12, and 13. You're up, Leslie.
Alright, batter up. As Caracarn gets a different big key other than the one we're looking for.
Ten is a missile pack. 11 is a big 20.
Energy. Super missiles at my number, so I'm out.
Well, Wesker is really filled up for Super Metroid now.
No doubt about that. And now we're heading to Bob Chest territory number 14. Now, while Turian isn't nearly as long as Ganon's Tower, the escape sequence is still the longest part of it.
All right, so number 14 is the big key.
Yep,
There
found
we
it right
have it.
above the ice armos. Now, the thing is, without the mirror, you're basically having to walk back, but it's a short walk, so just use the hook shot from where Wesker's standing, and you're good. Okay, this is not a necessary bomb jump, mind you. It's just swag at this point.
Some more unnecessary swag, Wesker. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, that could have been space jump at this point.
Yeah, he wouldn't mind high jump boots or space jump at this point. He'd rather have high jump boots than anything. I'll tell you that. Caracarn, meanwhile, is headed into his fight with Lamulus. We know he's going to be disappointed. I don't think it's going to take him long to dispatch him.
One cycle, nicely done. Now, he stepped into the room a little bit before dashing there, and that's how you bonk. If you don't move and you dash, then you're on the pixel for the door dash. I think he's making the play for the ether tablet right now. Once he gets that, he'll be in go mode, and then we got ourselves a race to the finish.
Yes, we do, and it's still going to be pretty close.
I mean, at this point, it could come down to Gauntlet or Turian execution, or it could come down to the fact that Wesker had speed booster for Turian escape and Caracarn didn't. I mean, it's not over yet, folks. Sit down and buckle up because we're about to have ourselves one wild finish.
Yeah, it's definitely still a race.
Well-placed menu by Wesker, menuing right before the boss kill. As Caracarn enters go mode.
Now again, remember, Caracarn has already done Turtle Rock all the way up to Laser Bridge.
Not to mention finishing Super Metroid. So
Yes.
Still got a race on our hands, folks.
Wesker not even taking the time to check his chest. I don't blame him. He's got everything he needs.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. At this point, he's probably anticipating a dot done in IRC any second, because honestly, I know I would, especially with some of the times that I've seen turned in this tournament. So, but one's not coming just yet. And down goes Trollborn 2. Okay, thank you for those frustration slashes, Wesker, as that is a very dirty place to put the mirror. In the Moldorm 2 chest.
That's just evil. Validation mirror.
Now has the agonometry. We got ourselves a triple. Yeah, wouldn't have had the 2 cycle because Aghanim decided to renew his subscription to Blue Ball Magazine. Still a very good Aga 2 fight regardless. As Caracarn heads for Trinex, Wesker is about to finish off A Link to the Past. And why is that, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon! And with Buttersword, it is not many hits per phase at all. I mean, look at that, he's already in phase 2. Speaking of phase 2s, Caracarn's entering phase 2 Trinex.
Very nicely done by Caracarn.
Wow, that is really good. Anytime you see that against Trinex, you know you had yourself a darn good phase 2. Don't think he's gonna need anything with that energy tank, though.
No, that's not really going to be useful.
We don't know that yet, folks, as Wesker still has to finish Turian, while Caracarn is heading to Ganon's tower. That's 2 hits on Ganon, unfortunately not set up in a position for doubles this time around. And we got Bacon on Wesker's side, and now he's going to step through the portal, and then he'll be heading back over to Super Metroid.
So, that's a G for Wesker. Caracarn already had a G in Super Metroid. So now it is a race to the finish.
That it is, and that's the best part about these. The race to the end. Who's going to get it? Is Caracarn going to get Ganon first? Is Wesker going to get Mother Brain first? These next moments will decide. Having that speed booster is already paying off dividends in terms of movement for Wesker.
Absolutely.
Caracarn's step falls off the ledge. Oh, almost
Wow.
knocked off by the spike slider there.
I thought he was going to get that invincibility skip there. with the spike, but it got him right at the very end.
Thought he had the Metroid with the super the first time around, but misfired, so we had to go back to finish that one off.
Yeah, he's used to doing this with high jump. It's kind of throwing his timing off a little bit.
That is
It's tougher.
understandable.
It is.
When Randomizer doesn't give you your usual setup, things definitely become tougher. And for some reason, I'm thinking high jump and or space jump or Swamp Palace. If he has me, that's just evil.
Yeah.
Now the question is, does Wesker hit Baby Skip? Yes.
Without high jump, no.
Fair enough.
High jump is pretty much, as far as I know, required to do baby skip, which is why you see him damaging himself down a bit here.
The quicker way for this would have been to damage yourself down as you went, but this works too.
And Caracarn about to find his big key. There it is. And as you point out before, doesn't have mirror. So got to backtrack a little bit.
Only problem is we now know where the mirror is, the top of G Tower, which is just one of the most obnoxious things I have ever seen. Is Caracarn going for Ice Armors to get out? Yes, he felt he had no choice.
That may cost him.
Yeah, that may cost him the race right there. And you hate to see that happen, folks, because he had such a good race, but it just might be what spells the end for him. He hasn't even started the climb yet, which he's about to do, and Wesker's at Mother Brain. He's basically running out of clock here. I think Wesker has pulled ahead. Because here comes Wesker and Mother Brain.
Well, I got to backtrack. Chat's right. That Ice Armos play did not cost him that much time, really. With the silvers, he dispatched them pretty quick.
Yeah, that is true. As here comes the ketchup beans for Wesker. As Caracarn begins the Link to the Past gauntlet.
Caracarn doing a really nice job with the progressive gauntlet rooms here.
That he is. I'm familiar with Caracarn from the Zelda 1 rando community, so Randomizer, he's certainly no stranger too.
Wesker doing his stand-up glitch here.
And it's the stand-up glitch that really speeds up this mother brain fight.
Yeah. And unless Wesker does something to mess up here, we're about 2-ish minutes out from this being done.
Three shots in the final phase, and Mother Brain is down. Now, I guess the only question left for hcfwesker is, does he save the friends, or does he save the animals?
Animals will not be saved. Quote me. He is not saving any animals. And this is where Speed Booster really helps in the escape. Here and the Shine Spark up the climb. This is where it hurts you because of your jump height. Because this is just a pain.
Yeah, that without high jump, I can see exactly why it's a pain. Because Caracarn hits Moldworm too.
I wonder if he's going to find his mirror.
Or is he going to skip the chest?
Nope, he's going to skip it.
The race is close, I don't blame him. Well, I guess we'll have to tell him afterwards that that's where the mirror was. Having a bit of trouble with that last jump, Wesker is, but now he's charging up speed. And I think he's got this one in the bag pretty much, it would seem. As Caracarn just ran out of time. Unfortunate for him. But that's right. But that's the way it goes sometimes. There's a guy by the name of Vince Lombardi who was once quoted in the papers. It was the one time his Green Bay Packers lost in the playoffs. And hcfwesker has finished. Let's get the official time. The winner of this race with an official time of 3 hours, 41 minutes, 48 seconds, and moving on to 4 and 1 is hcfwesker. Get your GGs in chat, everybody. This race was a barn burner.
GG, brother. And you know, it's with all the back and forth, this race is still going to be what? A 4-minute difference, maybe?
Yeah, that's just mind-boggling, especially for a randomizer of this length. This is just like, wow.
Well, let's get Wesker in here. It looks like he is going to interview, and there he is.
Hello.
Wesker, GG, man.
Thank you very much.
That was well played. For a
I know,
some dirty stuff.
Y'all are too kind, man. No, that was nasty. That was nasty. Go ahead, give it to me.
No, just watch the replay. You'll find out I haven't been that kind. But
I understand.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, let me apologize. I'll tell you up front. Discord crapped out on us for a while, so there's a bit at the front of your race you had no commentary.
Oh, really? Good,
yeah,
good.
So sorry about that.
No, I appreciate y'all doing it too. Yeah, I think you, what'd you sign up today, last notice or something?
Well, yeah, that's what you do. I mean, everybody volunteers. But tell us about it. Walk us through. At what point did you feel like you were playing from behind?
Oh, obviously missing Hair Basement, obviously.
Yeah.
But once I got that, it was smooth sailing. Let me go and tell you something. I was looking for mirror before I was looking for ice rod for some reason. And then y'all will see me. Y'all probably notice I kept pausing my screen. I'm like, wait, I got 5 crystals. All I got to do is find the ice rod and I'm in go mode. It just stuff like that just some reason don't click with me. Yeah. But anyways, I was like, I'm going to Turtle Rock. And when I was heading to the dark portal at the bottom, I was like, wait a minute. Ether tablet, that's a stupid travel to get there without the mirror. I was like, I'm just gonna go there first. I already got Turtle Rock open. Man, y'all saw me dancing too when I got it. So I was like, that's it, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do it when you went and checked. I was not thinking about the fact that you didn't have mirror when you went and checked Spike Cave and you did all that. But I kept waiting for you to check that. I kept waiting for you to go get Speed Booster.
Yeah, I didn't have mirror, so the thing is that was a location I was purposely putting off because I was like, didn't have mirror after I did my Dark World checks. I'm like, that's just so far of a walk up there just for that one spot. But I was like, it's probably going to be mirror because you have to have mirror to get up there, or you have to do a stupid way to get up there. But like I said, I'm glad I put it off because for a while I was looking for mirror for some reason.
And I just want to mention that Caracarn has finished in second place with an official SRL time of 3:44.32. GG to him.
GG, wow, that was close.
GG,
yeah,
indeed. That wound up being a race that was decided by less than 3 minutes. That's pretty incredible for the two of you. GG, well played to both of you.
And let's get Caracarn in here.
Yeah, hopefully he's going to come in.
Now, the Wesker, one thing I want to tell you is the book was the deciding item, of course. And this was a case where you had it like, I would believe, an hour or more.
But I never used it.
Sooner than Caracarn. Caracarn, GG, man. Thanks for joining us.
GG, Caracarn. That seed was well played. It just did not want to play nice.
Yeah. Freaking Ice Rod, man.
Yeah, GG, Caracarn. Man, that was... Woo! Man. Yeah,
you guys kept us on the edge of our seats. I'll give you that.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching that. But I know you saw me go full tilt mode at Croc missiles.
Yeah.
Man, my eyes just couldn't focus with that squirrely background. It just kept throwing me off. And then I did it like 4 or 5 times and I just dropped my control. I was like, man, do I really want to do this? And then I finally got those like 3 bombs. Whoop-de-doo. But then I got the glove at the bottom. I was like, okay, that makes up for it, I guess.
Well, one thing you'll find out when we watch back in Caracarn, I do want to say this to you. You made some really gutsy gambles that, as you found out, were the right gambles to make. You completely skipped Attic and Wreck Ship. When you found Mitch at Crocomire, you pieced out right there. There was nothing left there. You left off the Ice Tea chest in Ice Rod Cave. You were 3 for 3 on your gambles.
Well, the skipping Attic was not really a gamble. That was my biggest mistake of the entire. I went through Forgotten Highway for some dumb reason. Like, I was thinking like, I always wanted like do crystals or bosses when they're available. So I'm like, I want to go right from Phantoon to Dragon. So for some reason, it got in my head to just go through Forgotten Highway, and I forgot you can't get to Dragon through Forgotten Highway.
Okay, I
the
wondered
other direction.
that. Okay,
but yeah, that was really dumb. So the fact that I had to go back to check the attic and all that stuff again. This is the same thing that happened in no, not exactly the same thing, but against Solski, I skipped bowling and some other wreck ship checks, and then I had to go back and check them again anyway. So those are actually not very good gambles.
Yeah, that's rough. I tried that once myself too, first playing the randos, doing the Forgotten Highway, and yeah, you get stuck right there before Cack-Attack Alley. Yeah, you learn that once, and yeah, you won't make that mistake again.
Still, again, a lot of back and forth. It was up in the air right down to the last minute. Caracarn, I was telling Wesker, he had the book a good full hour plus before you did. He just never used it.
I wasn't caring about Speed Booster or nothing until I finally was like, let me look in Desert, I guess. And while I was there, yeah, I'll grab Speed Booster, but I never used Speed Booster to check items.
This thing, Speed Booster was like tormenting me the entire time, because I'm like, how many times did I go to try to get it and then forget that I couldn't get it yet?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I want this so much.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to hold off on some things until I got Speed Booster, but then eventually I was like, well, I may not be able to get it. It may just be there to taunt me.
Yeah, mirrorless is rough. I went to do Graveyard Ledge, like, oh, I don't have the mirror. I'll just do King's Tomb. And, oh, I don't have the mirror. Yeah, mirrorless is rough. It is.
The game was really stingy with y'all on movement items in both games. You didn't have the mirror in Zelda, and you did not have, neither of you had high jump boots or space jump or even speed booster or screw attack. Yeah, you got speed booster towards the end. But there was a lot of bomb jumping going on both sides. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that was it. That was all our vertical movement. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get ragged for but I do think it was like I made a split decision in Bob's chest. I set the bomb, opened the chest, and I ran out of that spot before the bomb exploded. And I forgot you bonk off those skulls. I don't know why I didn't use hook shot. I made up a bomb jump on the fly right there.
Well,
and somehow it worked.
I was like, I forgot that you could actually. I forgot that there was room on the other side of the skulls, so I didn't hook shot across it. I just went back and killed Armos. But it was too late by then anyway.
Well, I want to thank.
That's last. So.
I want to thank both of you for making it a real. I understand that both of y'all probably feel like there were problems with your run. Let's face it, the seed was a little trolly.
Yeah.
The way it sent you back and forth. Yeah. I'm being understated here.
Once that cake was found, I was like, it's an Agaseed, and I can go to Pod, and yeah, Pod was loaded. Man, just God, I don't know what happened to me when I got out of Hera. I don't know what happened. I just saved and quit. Then I went up stupid alpha power bombs with Ice Beam. Went all the way up there. I did a couple other dumb stuff, and then I got back in the Super Metroid portal. I looked at my track, and I'm like, there's still a chest. I was like, oh my God, I told myself do Hera basement after Moldorm. And it just, went fluster. But once I got the Morph Ball, though, I felt like, Super Metroid was pretty wide open from there. Well, very at the start. Then we got Gravity a little later. And man, no high jump. That's kind of one of the reasons, too, when I got that book so early, I didn't go for Speed Booster. Because, I'm at least waiting until high jump. Because I am not getting baited into those Speed Booster checks. I'm just not.
Yeah, when you were running up to Alpha Power Bombs, Caracarn already had his Morph Ball, his area, and his Gravity. Yeah. And was checking full tilt. I got to mention that hammer at Agena was a little...
Golly! I walk all the way... I walk all the way up to Death Mountain. Then I flew to Agena. Hey, there's the hammer. Oh, I could have done Hera. Then I go all the way back to Death Mountain. Then I forget to check the basement. So I made like 18,000 trips to Death Mountain. It's a pretty cool place if y'all ain't been there.
I also didn't check. I didn't check Gauntlet for a while, so I did a lot of crystals without the boots.
Yeah, Wesker, you did have the boots fairly early.
I did. I did meme out at the start. Yeah, and I did go for those.
Yeah, I had a lot of. I've had a lot of practice seeds lately where I've pretty much not touched Brinstar at all. So that was kind of in my head also. Like I just had, I think I had like 3 seeds where I didn't go to red, pink, or green Brinstar at all.
Well, I went
to red. Yeah,
I'm
went to red
twice. Spoil it for you, Caracarn, unless somebody else does. But when you watch the replay, you'll find that Wesker did eventually find Mirror.
Yeah, it was on the Salvation chest.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, that was just evil.
That was so dirty. I was from here.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to find the mirror. I mean, like at some point, I wanted to find the mirror. Like once I found the ice rod, but I didn't want to find the mirror before the ice rod, because then that just opens up all the mirror checks.
That leads to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Well, good game, guys. Wesker, that puts you at 4-1.
How? Nah. It's cool. I guess I gotta play in the playoff bracket now.
You get to play Caracarn. I guess that knocks you out of the brackets. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've had a chance to watch you run, and technically, you're a great runner, man. You really are. Go ahead.
Beat Elminster. I mean, I was sweating hardcore. I didn't even bother practicing the past few days. You know, Ancient, I told you I got sucked into Monster Hunter. I was like, I'm not gonna overdo this. I'm just gonna go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Somehow lucked up.
I just got two 249s on practice feeds in the last couple days, so I kind of wasted my my.
Yeah, I don't even have a recorded sub 3 run, so yeah, all mine are at least 310 and up. So I'm getting my average is about 320, maybe 325 or so, but I'm working on it. Just gotta look at my tracker and not forget things that are right there in front of you.
Well, Leslie, I've been running my mouth for a while. Have you got anything you want to ask these guys?
Uh-oh.
You guys pretty much covered it. All I want to say is this was a fantastic race to watch. And Caracarn, I don't know if this was mentioned. Well, this probably was mentioned, but I'll say it again. There was a point earlier in the race where Discord made a mess of. Well, unfortunately, we had a technical issue with Discord that was out of our hands, so there was nothing for commentary for a bit. But we got it back, and we were able to finish it up. So, hey, things happen. They are what they are, but this was very entertaining overall. GG, guys.
Hey, glad to put on a good show.
Yeah, GG, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, Caracarn. GG.
All right, well, guys, I hope y'all have enjoyed the race. Be sure and follow these runners, Caracarn, hcfwesker. Thanks to my co-commentator, Leslie. Our great tracker, Mind to Me. Appreciate that. And all the Speed Gaming staff. Leslie, I'm going to let you have the last word because I'm old and I'm tired. And I'm going to get out of here. So, y'all have a good.
I think we were all a bit tired to a degree. Like I said, heck of a race. And as my co-commentator gamer said, definitely follow both of these runners, as this was a highly entertaining race. One of the best races that I've seen across the board in a while, so it's definitely worth watching back if you missed it, no doubt about it. So, with that being said, a special thank you to the Speed Gaming staff. They did a fantastic job for us, as well as to our runners, as well as our tracker behind the scenes, Mind of Me. And for Mind of Me, my co-com, Ancient Gamer X, our runners, and the entire staff behind the scenes at Speed Gaming, I'm Leslie Purse for have a good night, everybody, and have a happy new year. Just a few days away.